Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to Challenge Run from the Ashes. So, again, sorry about the machine gun noise last episode. I have learned that I have to actually turn the system volume off in OBS to silence the game, not just the system volume on Windows. Which is interesting. But okay. If you missed it because it was really obnoxious, we survived with 2 hit points on 2 structure points on the front of the VTOL we were escorting. So that could have been bad. But yeah, we also had the Bushwhacker. I was looking through everything. We had the Bushwhacker take some crits, which caused the ammo to explode, meaning we can no longer run tracer and incendiary machine gun ammo. And so I think that means it's time to retire the machine guns out of this mech. So we do still have standard machine gun ammo, but I think we can do something better. So that opens 2 weapon slots. And we have a Claniar large, and we have a bunch of Claniar mediums. We also have, so right now, the Bushwhacker does not have night vision. Meaning that we can actually replace... Ooh. We actually have slots now for stealth. It would help people shooting at us from away. In any case, Fire Control Advanced Target Computer. It does not give us the 1 evasion ignore, which I'm fairly certain does apply to melee attacks as well. But by doing that, we are then able to give the Battle Computer energy and optics. Actually, I can move that there, that there. There we go. So now the battle computers are as safe as possible. So we got +1 energy accuracy and +1 ranged accuracy up to 270 meters. No visual penalties negated within 880 meters. We already detect minefields because of the AR-12. Yeah, that doesn't really help the melee mech. Now we'll put that on another. We'll put that on another mech. We're gonna keep the fire control flak because the hatchet landing is everything. it's the majority of what we have. So we are going to add the Omnipod lower to replace the busted one. And I think, and again, we cannot use the lower melee weapon because it's not an Omni lower. It's just a standard lower. It takes a lot of slots, but we could use the pill and stick armor. In any case, let's armor up first and see what we have left. Control click, control click, control click, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. And then control click. Alright. So this is what we're looking at right now, after just dropping the machine guns and the busted machine gun ammo. We don't need case 2 if we don't have any kind of ammo. And I think it's going to be important to not have ammo specifically so that doesn't happen again. Because that was very risky. I am tempted to use some peel and stick. But let's see what options we have first. So if we look at our armor options, we do have spiked armor. Spiked armor only takes up a handful of slots, but it also lets us go beyond our max whenever it comes to armor. So the plus 30% armor weight means that each point of armor, or is it each point of armor? Yeah. Each point of armor weighs 30% more. But the times 1.25 armor multiplier means that every point of armor is actually 1.25. So every 4 points of armor weighs 30% more, but is actually 5 armor. And that is an interesting idea. Also, we should repair everything. Yeah. That is an interesting idea, because that lets us go beyond max. So it effectively is adding like 5 tons of armor. So we now have like heavy mech armor. The downside is that we do lose 10% of our walking distance. So I believe we're at, without the spiked armor, I believe we're at 5. Yeah, 5 walk. So with the spiked armor, we would drop down to 4, which means we'd only be able to move 4 hexes and then melee somebody. That said, the integrated TSM, when it's active, is plus 60 meters, and I don't know if that's impacted by the spiked. So normally it adds 50%. If it's full bonus... Yeah, if it's full bonus, it'll add 50%. If it's not, then it'll add like 40%. So we'll be able to get still like 6 hexes, 5 or 6 hexes for sure. 5 hexes definitely, 6 hexes maybe, with the TSM on, assuming we're not slowed down significantly by the heat. So that's one option. The other option is to actually try to save some tonnage. That takes up all the slots, so that's not an option. This takes up all but 2, not a great option. If we had some just Clan Pharaoh, I think that saves... I think the Clan Pharaoh is 7 slots, so we would actually have 5 slots to work with. That's much more viable. I'm very tempted to just go for the spiked armor. Just give us a bunch more armor. Yeah, sure. It also means, since we're always in the front line with the Bushwhacker, that it can take more of a beating. Let's see. And then we have, because the spiked armor only takes 6 slots or whatever. Yeah, 6 slots. Then that means we can... Ooh, we could actually drop in Clan Double Heatsink to give us even more cooling. Right, the reason we're not using the specialist slot is because we are maxed out on our carry weight. Right. In any case, so we have the light streak PPC quick sell, but we want reliable heat even if we're not hitting. We want to be able to control the heat really well. That's a lot of heat, and a lot of slots, and a lot of tonnage. But plus 25% crit chance, and it does between 30 and 80 damage. But at minimum range, at 0 meters, it's only 75% compared to the full damage at range. I'm just looking at this as something that can add some crits. We could just go with the 55 damage ER PPC. But these do drop our heat efficiency. But we want a heat delta that we can toggle things on and off. I just don't know if we want that much of a heat delta. And then, of course, there's the heavy PPC. It's just 75 damage, but it has a minimum range. The ER PPCs lose their minimum range, which is beautiful. Standard PPC also has a minimum range of 90. The scatter plasma would be fun. Oh, that's right. We're not really doing heat damage anymore, so we can drop the flamer. Okay. This is interesting. So we're shifting away from heat, and we're shifting away from ammo. The AC-10 Spiky only applies on punch and charge, not on melee attacks. Pepperbox Rifle has a minimum range. Gauss Rifle also has a minimum range, for sure. What kind of fluid gun ammo do we have? Like, not even joking. Fluid guns are interesting. We have Inferno and Paint. I mean, Paint is interesting. -2 accuracy, -80% to sight, and plus 25% visibility. So it makes it easier to see them and makes it harder for them to see anyone else. It's not going to like protect the bushwhacker right up in their face, but it will help the stealth mechs and things that we have behind it. That's interesting. Yeah, thermal exchanger we can't use because of the carry weight restrictions. Yeah. Yeah. The peel and stick armor would also add 8 armor to the location. I don't know if that 8 armor would also be multiplied by spiked. I imagine it wouldn't. And that would leave us with about 3 tons and 1 slot. We would also have a lot less damage unless we land the hatchet. But we'd also be a lot tankier. We could drop a double heatsink back. The one that we added. We can drop that out. And maybe use the Clan ER large? Because we can just drop some back armor. Again, this is already like 25% higher than max. So it's math. It'll be easier to do on the back. So normally the max armor on the back of this mech is 90 on the center torso. But because we have an extra 25%, we effectively have an extra 21 or so armor. So we're already, even though we dropped it by a tick, we're at 106 armor compared to the 90 max it usually has. So that's what the spiked is doing. That's why it's taking so much tonnage. So everything is going to be much harder to destroy. The peel and stick armor is going to make it even harder to destroy. Pretty good. Pretty good. Our heat efficiency is, heat delta of 40, but that's fine. So we've got a 39 heat weapon that we can toggle on and off. 12 heat, and 3 18 heats. So we should be able to keep our TSM going with that. I mean, honestly, there's an argument to be made, since we have the slots now, to drop the medium pulse laser in exchange for a pair of Clan ER mediums. And that's tonnage. That's way too much heat, I think. So I don't know how much heat it was generating whenever we switched to burst. I should have paid more attention. But we're dropping 22 heat, and we're replacing it with 72? 73? So I'm pretty sure that we will be able to get the TSM active without having to switch the machine gun array to burst. Like, that generated a massive chunk of heat, and I don't know if this is going to be comparable to that or less. Because that burst was, like, half of the heat we were generating. Yeah, I think I'm going to try this. So, shift-click. Shift-click. There we go. So, we have traded out the roughly, 15... like 100 damage worth of machine guns, assuming we were using the tracer, and the 42 from those two. We're only getting 50 and then 80, or no, 60, so 110. We're doing less damage at range, but we are much, much harder to kill. And it's also 30% resistance to critical hits. Yeah, this is what it looks like when you have something almost die and you want to make sure it doesn't happen again. Like, just dancing around taking shots and swinging the hatchet is fine. And if it is way too much heat, like stupidly too much heat, we could replace the ER mediums with just regular ER mediums, or the ER medium clans with either just regular ER mediums if we just need to shave a teeny bit of heat off, or just regular mediums if we're going to shave off more. Because that would let us drop 18 heat. So I'm going to run this. I'm going to see if this is... actually, do I actually put the peel and stick on the shield side specifically? Something like that. Because ideally, we're not going to be taking damage on our right side. We'll, you know, torso twist appropriately. Oh, also, the medium pulse laser was on the arm, so once we were swinging the hatchet, we weren't able to use it anyway. So, we're actually not losing as much damage as it might seem. And then if we freed up a ton, we could use the ER large instead of the clan ER large, but it's only 9 heat less. And it's 5 damage less and everything, so... Ooh, there's also the medium pulse. Ah, it has a negative 50% chance to deal a crit. Never mind. Ooh, the medium Rex laser, actually. Hold on. So, deals increased damage to armor and +1 accuracy. Its biggest weakness is the damage falls off unless it's point blank. So for melee attacking, it's doing full damage. I mean, this would be a good mech to use it on, but I think I actually need... I think I need the extra heat. Because that's 36 heat instead of 20. Since it would take both tons. Maybe not, actually. Okay. So right now, we have a bunch of 18 heat weapons that we can toggle off. This way we would have one 20 heat weapon and 3 18 heat weapons to go with the 39 heat weapon. I wonder if perhaps I should actually bump the armor in the back down a little bit more and add like a small laser. Just to make sure that we have something. Yeah, that's 3 heat. If we had gotten the stack of Clan ER smalls, I'd say that's a definite. Yeah, we don't want the laser AMS on this particular machine. Because if we have the laser AMS, we're not going to have as much fine-tuned control over our heat. Yeah, I'm going to run this, I think. I think I'm going to run this, and... I mean, I could actually split the medium X pulse into 2 mediums. Same amount of heat generated, but in 2 separate instances. Yeah, let's do that. So, it's now 50 damage that I can toggle half on and half off, instead of the 35 that the X-Pulse was doing. It just loses the +2 accuracy. But that's fine. Yeah. I can actually even replace one of the mediums with one of the clan ER mediums. Just have a bunch of options. And definitely be generating a lot of heat. I'm going to run it like that, and then we'll see how it does. I'm pretty sure... Ah, right. Funds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's going to be a fun mech to drop. I definitely should... I don't want to scrap the Black Knight, but I will scrap the Brutus. Oof. That's not nearly as much as I was expecting. It's fine. This was just a bog standard archer, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's right. It doesn't come with anything. When you put pieces together, it doesn't come with any of the stuff inside. So all I really care about is the hard points and whether or not it's an Omni. 4 energy, 4 missile. Oh, or primitive. Is this primitive? Base Tech 5? I can't remember if the pink or like magenta is primitive or if it's like Lost Tech. Actually, I could probably see by... Okay, that's 10,000 versus... Yeah, okay. So the dark purple is the fancy. These are the primitive. We will immediately scrap those. We don't want to build anything that comes with the primitive engine. Okay, we only need 10,000 more. There's 3 parts of a champion. Yeah, I'll drop the part of the rifle. Why is it so much? Oh, is it because it's an Omni? An Omni rifleman? What about the Merlin? Yeah, the Merlin. The Merlin's enough. Oh, I had 2 parts. Well, whatever. It's fine. Also, Ostrock Mark II is actually 60 tons. Wait, is the base Ostrock? I thought the base Ostrock was a medium. Regardless, we have enough money to make it to the next mission. And then we will drop on that mission. Oh, X injured for 58 days. We could also sell stuff to get more... Yeah, it's way too expensive. It's cheap, but doesn't really give us anything alternatives. 1 tech point for 171. Actually, I'm just going to not upgrade the Argo for a hot minute. I had too much fun in the store. Whoops. Okay. So there's our mechs up and running. Unless the Dervish had something wrong with it. No. Dervish is good. I'm still not really sold on the less versatile Artemis options. But the Artemis did do some work. So I'm going to hold on to it for now. Also the peel and stick armor. I have more now. Oh well. I'll look at that after. So, we have a Wasp, a Dervish, and a Bushwhacker. If we want just the Vulture, we can wait 3 days. Oh no, if we want the Vulture and the Dragoon, we can get those up in 3 days. I think I'm just going to wait 1 day. Just get the Dragoon back up. Check and make sure nothing funky happened with it. Nope. Good to go. Oh, there is the whole... So, it has to be tonnage, slots, and heat. So, if I wanted to, for example... Oh, I already used the Clan ER. Well, I could swap in the ER medium. Because it's 15 heat versus 24. But if I had an ER large, which I don't think I do, then I would not be able to swap it in because... Oh, here we go. Large pulse quick sell. 3 slots, 6 tons, 43 heat. It's too much of everything. I could put in the medium pulse. I could put in any of the mediums, but I think the large is actually better. I think the large is better. Then again, the SRMs, I usually am getting close. So yeah, I'm going to put in the regular pulse laser. It's only 30 damage instead of 40. But it's much more accurate. And that 10 less damage doesn't matter as much as hitting more often. Yeah. Oh no, because then I'll have to wait for it to be done. Nope, I'm just going to drop on a mission. Sorry for the wait. And I don't have enough units to take part in a priority flare-up. Oh, we'd be against Word of Blake here. Well, 3.5. Word of Blake is also more likely to be bringing light mechs. Higher tech light mechs, but light mechs nonetheless. Do I actually put Sarge in the Bushwhacker? Sarge does have more piloting. Is there anything on the Bushwhacker that has recoil? Oh right, the Rex laser I think does. So we'd be able to use the Rex laser without recoil if our commander's in there. Whereas Sarge would only reduce the recoil by 1 for military. Yeah, sure. Oh, let's go to the... Sorry about this. Let's go to the barracks and see if we can give our commander 1 more piloting. Yep, beautiful. Done. Alright. I'm not going to worry about the rest. We're just going to drop on this battle against the Word of Blake. And we're going to have a good time doing it. But yeah, X is going to be out for a while. Wisla. Do I prefer Wisla on a Dragoon? Officer. Mechwarrior, Brave Commander versus Wasp, who is just a technician. Yeah, Wasp is not going to be in our... Wasp is not going to be around forever. He's mostly here just because he can fly the choppers. Alright. So, even though it's only 3 units, we have a 2 Chevron Lance on a 3.5 Chevron mission. Yep, that's the name of the game, Darius. Alright, we'll see how our 3 units do against the Word of Blake.
Command interface initiated.
As I thought about it while loading, this could be problematic. Hopefully it's just 1 Lance. Now the Smog is messing with stuff and helping our Stealthy Mech do stealth things, so hopefully the Dervish will be safer. The Bushwhacker will certainly be safer with all the extra armor we gave it. Okay, so we can drop in a pretty solid radius around. Yeah, I think it's just the 1 Lance. Or, actually, yeah, it's gonna be Word of Blake, so there's gonna be 6 units. I think coming at them from down the street this way is best, so we can actually tuck up into the buildings, get cover. Because if we're coming this way, we have to go up the ramp. And we can't really come at them from the side unless we, like, go up all the ramps. No, we're gonna come straight down the street at them. Alright, Bushwhacker, Dervish, VTOL. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Also, let's see what we've got. That's a Hunchback. That's a Stormcrow. We see a Hawkmoth. TBM Thunderbolt missiles, I'm assuming.
What do you need?
Oh boy. This could be a little bit sketch, but it's fine.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay. If I actually first, before I start, let me just see if I attack ground. It's not actually. It's not going to show me the. Okay, that's fine. Never mind. I was just going to see what the heat generation looks like. I think I'm just going to jump and brace straight forward.
Yes, Commander.
And hopefully they come out to greet me. Alright, so if I swing over this way and get 10 evasion,
Moving lightning.
and only the hawk moth can see me directly. Oh, there's a crab. And a vedette. And a centurion. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's definitely looking like if I wanted to consistently see light mechs, I would need to drop to like 2 chevron difficulty. Because like, if 3.5 is dropping nothing but mediums, then 2 is probably where I'd start seeing a decent number of smalls, or lights. Okay. Okay.
I hear ya.
I mean, we can start with the charge. We can start with a charge. 89% for 232. Or we can sprint around. Or just move. That's an AC-20 Hunchback. But it doesn't seem to be... No, it's just a boring, normal AC-20 Hunchback. Huh. Okay. Centurion, just an AC-10. Centurion, okay. Stormcrow, AP Gauss Rifles. Oh dear. Yeah, let's not charge. I don't want to have no evasion against that thing. Also, this would be the wrong side. You can see the Hunchback model has that nice big juicy AC-20 on its right torso. So I could jump into somebody's back. That's another thing that I didn't mention when I was adding the spiked armor. I'm pretty sure jump distance is completely separate from walk distance. So at this point, we just have to worry about the heat. I can get 9 evasion, though.
Ready?
Yeah. I'll get 9 evasion. I will definitely be able, next round, to melee somebody. And if we jump, we are very hot. Okay, so we're still... Since the emergency coolant system kicks on specifically at 120%, that means that if we don't fire the Clan ER large and we jump, we're generating about 110%. That's why we're over the red line, but not to the emergency coolant system's red line. So if I drop just a medium laser, I am at the red line, but not over it. Or I can drop the Clan ER medium. Oh, this should also be at the very top. Just start with the medium Rex laser. It does bonus damage against armor, so we always want it to strike armor. And then after that, that's the order. Alright. Yep, that's what we're doing.
Targeting enemy 6.
Hey, nice, head hit.
Yeah?
Unexpected and wonderful. Okay, I want to dance around a bit with the dervish. Oh, it's a stealth vedette. Why is my hit chance so bad? Oh, -8 roll. So with our bonuses, it's still a -2, which means we do not have good sensors. Oof.
Roger.
I think I'm just gonna hit the Hunchback with nothing but EMP.
Firing.
I wonder if it zoomed in like that because we actually got a head hit. No. Huh.
Reporting.
Regardless, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna also get 9 evasion with our VTOL,
Certainly.
and we're gonna hit the Centurion. Standard. Oh, actually, his back is not even touched. It just went head and leg. So yeah, we will go acid. Why not?
Confirmed.
Nice. Now he's open from the back, right? Yeah, beautiful. And the reason I'm focusing the Centurion specifically instead of the Hunchback is because I intend to melee the Hunchback if able next round, and if that lands, it's just going to kill him. So I hit him with the EMP to scramble his sensors. Stormcrow doing nothing. Alright. It's greedy, but I do intend to save the Stormcrow for last. Yeah, so it's Thunderbolt Missile Hawkmoth. That's cool. Did he just stray shot the Stormcrow? Oh my god, he did. He stray shot the Stormcrow's leg. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, unfortunately, I think our Bushwhacker is blocked in, so unless they have initiative on us, we're not going to be able to get out of that position. What was that?
Light damage, Commander.
So either the Vedette's like
Commander?
quick sell, or it just drops some kind of mines or something. Ooh. Not able to move very much at all. I wonder if I'm actually better off holding on to my evasion and reserving. Because as soon as... Well, I'm obviously going to act with Sarge, but... As soon as the Hunchback goes, he's going to probably shoot at the Bushwhacker. And might stray shot one of them again. Stray shot that hits the Centurion in the back would be hilarious.
Good to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at the Hawkmoth.
Let's move.
Use the Dervish, take a shot at the Hawkmoth. Bump those up. Fire.
Okay, I'm on it.
Not quite enough. Close, but not quite.
Waiting for orders.
And... Why did it let both of...
Commander?
So this Hunchback should have gone. Because it should go 11, 11, 11. Weird. Alright. Did miss. 9 evasion, very important.
How might I help?
Alright, Wisla. I want to hit that VTOL from the left side. Can you do that for me? Yes. There.
Throttle down, moving out.
If I can kill the Hawk Moth, that's one less unit shooting at me in any way. Just switch to standard. Bup. Bup.
Locking on target.
That's a kill. Nice. One less thing shooting at me.
That would be a kill.
Alright, Centurion
Hey, we're getting outflanked.
flanking. LRM 10 unjammed.
Careful, they're looping around back.
Did he double shot his AC-10 last round, didn't he? Which means it jammed for the rest of the battle. Huh. Ow? Yeah, that's scary. That's scary. Well then. Hi, crab. Ooh. Large pulses? What kind of crab is that? See, again, I have absolutely no mobility. If I want to melee him. If I want to melee either of them, I have absolutely no mobility. So I think it's actually better for me to... Ooh, actually, hold on. Take a defensive position. And based on the fact that I wouldn't be able to shoot the Hunchback from here, I'm thinking maybe it would be safe. I mean, even if we do get shot by the Hunchback, like... we have 170 side armor. Why are the arms at 55 and 53? Did we just get hit on our arms and nothing else? Yeah, it looks like. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. And... I am afraid of the AP Gauss rifles. Okay, so without... without using our jump, we are still very, very hot. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, it's fine. Do that.
Targeting enemy backside.
And I know I am unstable,
You have orders?
but I'm hoping... I am hoping... Yeah, beautiful. Move there.
Yes, Commander.
I just want to take the Centurion down. Like, I could be going for
I believe
mechs that aren't damaged, but...
that hit something.
Okay, medium laser destroyed. His AC-10, I'm pretty sure, is jammed forever. So, now this is more interesting. I could get 5 evasion. But if they corner me again, I'll just jump out. But after seeing it, I am very concerned about the crab.
Going full throttle.
So I'm going to switch over to EMPs and hit the crab. Just trying to mitigate
Waiting for orders.
a little bit of the incoming damage. Do I actually just jump and brace? Because I could just jump and brace. And then melee something next round.
Good to go.
Okay. If I jump... out this way. Actually, no, I don't need to jump. So if I move like so, I can try to kill the Centurion. I don't know why I keep toggling that on, like I think it's going to actually be able to be used. I very severely misjudged exactly how much heat this was going to generate. Yeah.
Roger, Commander. I've got the shot.
I probably should have actually turned off the RX laser. Yeah, probably should have turned off the RX laser. It did less damage to structure. Yeah, he's just firing his LRM-10. Now the Stormcrow... shooting a little bit of heat, so he's got plasma, it looks like. Beautiful. Beautiful. We can now freely shoot his legs. And we'll fall back with the Stealth Dervish and just hit the Hunchback with a lot of EMP. Oh yeah, I forgot the Crawler was there. Well... Large Pulse Laser Exostar. As well as a Large Pulse Laser Raker, it looked like. Okay. Okay. So, we cannot melee. But what we can do... is step out. Drop a little bit of heat. Aim at leg. Yep, that'll do.
Roger that.
I hope most of that hit leg. Alright. We're going to try to finish off...
Awaiting orders.
Once again, even though he's down to just an LRM-10 and a medium laser... Actually, he's down to just an LRM-10 and a medium laser. Wow, we didn't hit leg a single time. No, we did. We hit one. We hit leg once. I should be focusing down the Hunchback. Or the Crab. I'm sure the Stormcrow will shut down again and again and again. So... I'm going to try and knock the Crab unsteady. With an offensive push. Meaning his initiative will be lower next round. That's fine. His initiative next round is going to be much lower. So we should be able to act with everyone before he gets a turn. Which is fun. Double AC5 quick sell crit. Alright, so it is a quick sell vedette.
Yep.
I mean... I could hotload. -1 accuracy, minus 10% damage, no minimum range, minus 50% jam chance. Now, unfortunately, I cannot hotload Artemis. Which means... yeah, I have to deal with the minimum range. That's fine. I think I will fall back and start firing on the Hunchback with EMP. Oof, that minimum range though. There we go. Because every shot the Hunchback takes with low accuracy
I'm taking the shot.
is a shot. Wow, only 4 out of the LRM-5 hit. Everything else whiffed. That's unfortunate. But yeah, it's good to have, you know,
Battlemech power-up detected.
reduced accuracy on the scariest opponent. Alright. On the bright side, I can definitely melee the Hunchback now. Unless he has initiative on me.
What's the plan?
Which he does not. Beautiful. I think... I want more evasion. Yeah.
Of course.
Get elevation, get evasion, and fire some acid onto the crab. He's unsteady. Yeah, I'm blocked in, but that's fine. So I have a 59%. Oof. Then again... I get death from above. Nah, that's stupid and risky. But I do want to get out of this terrible, terrible pit.
Good to go.
Yeah, I don't like being trapped up here, so I'm jumping down. And striking at the crab from behind sounds like a great idea. Honestly, I think I go all in. Like, I'm probably gonna shut down if I do that. But if I don't do that... womp womp.
Roger, Commander.
I realized that with the fresh target it wasn't gonna kill anyway, so... This is unfortunate. I mean... I don't want to drop any ordnance into... You know what? I'm gonna use a reposition round. Will I? I'll reserve. I'll see what they do first.
Holding for the right opportunity.
It's fine. We are taking way too long to kill these guys, though, so... They're getting a lot of free shots on the Bushwhacker. Now, the good news is the Stormcrow will probably, like, overheat every other round. Ow. Alright. Yeah, Centurion's still alive. Still doing things. Hunchback running. Interesting. I just realized I had jumped to a place where I won't be able to melee next round. Well.
Just stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
Well. Okay, that's going to be a very easy knockdown. It's like, ow. Stop hitting my Dragoon. But also, like, yes, thank you.
Heading out.
This is thanks. Free knock. Don't mind if I do.
Confirmed.
Structure exposed. Knockdown. So there's no chance he hits next round. He's standing up from getting knocked. Okay. Dragoon, I really don't want your front to explode. I'm pretty sure that's where the cockpit is. Yeah, that is where the cockpit is. Alright, so... yeah, I think moving,
Confirmed.
turning my back around and aiming at the Vedette is probably the best move the Dragoon can make. Good hit chances, too.
Target confirmed.
Alright.
Commander?
I can kick. Huh. Emergency coolant system active. 25% fail chance. So I need to be under that blue bar. I'm gonna kick. It's a 95% to do 83 damage. But I can still shoot everything. Obviously not everything, but everything that I would normally be shooting. Auto deactive on 16.8. Projected heat, 17. I'm pretty sure that would keep us over. 18 heat, 18 heat. 39 heat. That's 36. Okay, yeah. We're just gonna do that.
Right, Commander.
Yeah, there we go. Melee mech gonna melee.
That's a critical hit.
Okay. Destroy some heat sinks. Stress the pilot out. Yeah, I definitely need to rework the laser systems, but now we know. My estimation was so far off, it's not even funny. Yeah, that's scary. I think the Dragoon needs to withdraw. Alright. So the Stormcrow is once again very hot. Well.
Watch the flank.
Yeah, Vizsla just needs to run. Just needs to run.
Commander. Yep.
Oh, beautiful. Actually, there's a chance for an ammo explosion if I hit the back of the Hunchback. But he's on the ground. So if I were to stand and shoot the Hunchback, I'd have 65s. If I fell back and shot the Hunchback, I'd have 55s. If I push forward, I'll have even worse. I think I'm going to push forward and shoot the crab. And, hopefully I'll dismantle enough of him. I mean... yeah, sure. Not a kill. Not even close. Didn't even take a weapon system down. Well then. He's jumping again. Alright. Because he only has one leg, he's falling again because he decided to jump. And there he goes. Alright. Alright. Got it.
Reporting.
Alright, I am still absolutely getting out of here with our almost dead VTOL. Actually, you know what? Maybe if I'm at range, they'll still shoot at me. So if they destroy rear, then I lose my acid ammo. If they destroy the turret or sides, I don't really care. Because that's all built-in stuff. But if they destroy front, then I lose the pilot. So, yep.
Confirmed.
Just gonna run. The further they're shooting me from, the less weapons they can bring online and the less accuracy they'll have.
Yeah?
Without, like, completely taking them out of the fight. Can I actually just kill the Centurion in this shot?
Understood.
And I'm also gonna kick the Garnesium to active. So... the Dervish is now less protected, but the Hunchback is going to be more interfered with. Yeah, I'll save the,
Putting one in the back.
yeah, that's a kill. Beautiful.
Target destroyed.
Then there was two.
Good to go.
Heh. Physical weapon. Oh, she doesn't have the, yeah, she does not have the ability that gives her guarded whenever she melees. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. And this does not redline. Cool. Yep, that.
Moving to position.
Unfortunate. But he's open. The Hunchy is open. Oh no, there's not two, there's three. The Stormcrow's just, you know... just kind of, there. Ow. Okay, Inferno AC5.
Hot in here, Commander.
That's cool. Hunchy. Taking the Dervish as his target. Beautiful. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Physical weapon. Drop the large.
Affirmative.
Kill. Please. Thank you. Oh. No, not yet. Left arm, left torso. Okay, the AC-20's down. Yeah, his AC-20's down. I'm fine with that. That's all I needed. Alright.
Yep.
And... yeah. Yeah. That's all she wrote. He's got a medium laser left, I believe. Alright.
Got it.
Hello, Vedette. I have some ornament. Actually... I'm gonna turn the Garnesium back to passive, since nobody's in range anymore.
Roger.
I have mines left.
Awaiting orders.
So once I'm done killing the Vedette, I could just drop mines. Alright, the extreme range shot. Now the right side is the only side that has armor left. So... it's so risky, though. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to get some more acid in on the Vedette.
Yes, Commander.
Cool. Damage on the vedette.
No more short-range missiles.
Okay, Hunchy standing up should have terrible accuracy with his one medium laser, and he can't melee right after standing up, so. Or is that a large laser? That might be a large laser. Alright. Stormcrow. Running over there. Ooh. There goes my SRM ammo. Well, the acid was nice while it lasted.
What do you need?
There was genuinely no reason for me to do that.
On it.
No real reason at all.
Acknowledge. Yes, Commander.
Well, as long as Vizsla doesn't die, I'm fine with losing the rest of the VTOLs, so. Oh, it was the AC-20 ammo, not the AC-20 itself that got destroyed. Got it. Well, we're still going to get in its back. And I'm pretty sure we still have the other SRM ammo. So.
I understand. Good to go.
Kick. Is there anywhere we can... Nope. Our option is kick, and so I will take it. Oh, the emergency cooling system's active. Whoops. Let's do that then.
Coordinates received.
Alright. Nice. I should have done that much earlier. I just remembered melee does extra damage against vehicles.
There's work to do.
Boy, I'm so rusty. ECM jamming. Ow. Ow. Yeah, through armor crits are much more common these days. Case is very valuable.
We can do this.
And that's literally the reason I brought the VTOL back in, as I was like, I just don't want to have... I don't want to have a bad time. Okay, so that's nominal. If I do that, it kicks it on. If I do that, it doesn't. Okay, so that is the red line. Alright. Go vigilance. And then I guess that's what we'll be firing.
Affirmative.
Panicked.
Nice.
Why are we so slow?
Copy that.
Did they crit our engine? Or is it just the heat? Oh no. Did we lose all of our Artemis ammo? I think we might have lost all of our Artemis ammo. Well,
I'm taking the shot.
hopefully we get some AP Gauss rifles and other fun stuff out of it.
Missed. Reporting.
Don't die, Wisla. Okay.
That's a critical hit.
Panicked. I'm pretty sure he has no weapons left. Yeah. The dervish is, The dervish is in a little bit of danger, but it should be
Waiting for
fine.
orders.
Okay. So we've got 10% on that leg, 35% on this leg. Yeah, we don't want to kick the... We don't want to kick the coolant system on. But we can overheat a little bit. Just hopefully won't shut down from it. So we're just gonna ease just a little bit over the red line.
Firing on target. My heat's getting pretty high.
So now, whenever he moves, he will no longer stop moving because of the mines. So he should now run over the mines and blow a leg off. Theoretically. We're also gonna... Initiative, increase,
Locking on target.
kill the hunchback. Alright.
Hostile removed. I'm here.
And... honestly...
Position confirmed.
move. And honestly, just drop more mines.
Okay,
Pew.
I'm on it. Negative damage.
So we lost our Artemis, but
Battlemech power-up detected.
we're gonna run.
Yes, Commander.
And once I am successfully far enough away that he won't be able to shoot me, I will just let him walk around in the mines. And hopefully blow his legs off.
Commander?
Aye, aye. All right, full speed.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I opened his arm, not his leg. I see.
Good to go.
That's fine. That's completely fine.
Right, Commander.
Alright. Brace.
Awaiting orders.
Wisla, just keep running. And it looks like I am in the clear, so I will cut to something happening eventually.
Confirmed.
I mean, I imagine he's going to keep coming at me, and either he walks across the carpet we're setting for him and blows his legs off, or we step out and hopefully blow his legs off. Either way, I see a bunch of clan tech and I want it. There we go.
Mission successful.
Alright, 555,000. Neat. So why was I willing to patiently wait for that Stormcrow's legs to get blown off? There's a Clan XL engine on the board. Clan heatsink kit. Neat. But there's also Clan plasma cannons, plasma ammo, and a bunch of AP Gauss rifles with mag shot ammo. So if I had, like, the salvage, I would still have to break it down. As much as I hate the fact that, yeah, this is a mess. I could take the Hawkmoth with its advanced optics, heavy ferro, Thunderbolt 15, eye rockets, chaff countermeasures. Like, it's not bad. Genuinely not bad. Oh no, I couldn't take it. I don't have enough salvage. So yeah, this is the other thing of, like, stingy salvage is rough. So I couldn't take any of these. Nope. Not a single one. 4 stack of AP Gauss rifles. That's going straight into the Bushwhacker. It's kind of like the machine gun arrays we had, but better in every way. Yeah, the energy weapon experiment didn't go great. That said, clan plasma cannons. Weapon heat damage varies plus or minus 15, so we can do up to 36 heat for 3 tons 1 slot. That's fun. Clan Endo, Clan Pharaoh, Clan Heat Bank, Clan Double Heat Sinks, Clan Double Heat Sink Kit, Clan Thermal Exchanger. Yes, please. Yeah. Just yes. Bunch of interesting AC5 ammo. 4 stacks of plasma ammo. Like, we already have... So, that lets us run our Scatterplas, which I'm very excited to play with. It's been sitting there for so long. I'm very excited to be able to build that into something. Royal Heatsink Kit Devil. Nice. 8% reduced heat generated by weapon fire. That's nice. Very nice. Pulse lasers are fun, but there's clan tech on the board, so. Alright. And also chaff countermeasures. Like, if I wasn't comparing it to clan tech and fun stuff like that, I would definitely grab this in a heartbeat. It's a half-ton bolt-on, so you can put it on literally anything. And it just completely messes up enemy accuracy. It is 3 salvos, and each salvo lasts for 2 turns. So, yeah. Very good. I mean, the large pulse laser Exostar is actually very interesting. It's only 30 heat for 54 damage in 3 separate instances. I don't get a priority pick anything else, but I think this is the right call. See, the Clan XL is amazing once we have money and a mech worth putting it in. We already have the built-in supercharged XL in the Bushwhacker that we can't change out. We already have a light engine in the Dervish. It's not worth the money to change it out. And we will see a Clan XL engine in every single Clan mech or Clan Tech mech that we face for the rest of the playthrough. We might not see AP Gauss rifles for a while. I just realized I don't have the ammo in. Oof. Mag shot ammo, I'm pretty sure, is also in primitive mechs. Or mechs using primitive weaponry. Don't quote me on that. Okay, we might be sitting on the AP Gauss rifles for a while if we don't get the ammo, but that's fine. Double AC5 quick sell. It's a AC5 that only fires twice. If it would jam, it damages itself, but remains operational unless it's destroyed. I'm gonna actually sell that. I rocket 10. Like, that's half a ton for some heat. I will definitely put that on the pulse, or the plasma mech that we eventually build. The LRM5 quick sell is a no for me. It's very scattertastic. Small pulse laser Maxel. Okay. I mean, 20 damage on a small pulse laser. Cool. Standard heat sinks. Do we have plenty? Yeah, we have plenty. We got the clan heatsink kit. That's awesome. Regular structure, oof. Okay, so the thermal exchanger. AC-10 ammo. Ellerim Thunder Quick Cell. Plasma ammo. And that's it. We did not get the... That's fine. It's fine. We have the AP Gauss rifles. Alright. 143,000 C-bills is our repairs. And... First we're going to look in the store. Because... No. Did the store restock the peel and stick? Still has the Hyper TSM. I thought I bought the compact actuators and the peel and stick out, like, completely. There's a turret mount. I'm not going to buy it right now, but that's amazing. Spend 1 slot, 1 ton to give +1 accuracy to everything in that location. Like, that's really good. Especially now that it's a lot harder to get accuracy bonuses. Makes it even better than it already was. But yeah, we do not have the ammo to run them. But I do still need to fix the Bushwhacker. Okay. So our experiment did not work. Dropping the clan ER large. That said, we do have these plasma cannons now. They do have a minimum range though, so not on the melee mech. We're going to build a different heat build, but not on the melee. We don't happen to have any that I just forgot we got. We have the double bin of Gauss ammo. No, I'm pretty sure it would be up here. No. Unfortunate. For want of ammo. Oh yeah, we have the Rack 5 Risk double bin. If we ever get a Rack 5 Risk. Alright. So, that's too much. There was no opportunity at any point where we could fire all the things. So 39 heat is excessive. What can we do with, say, 20 heat and 2 tons? Why, hello, Medium X Pulse. And now, we can actually add... I'm very happy with how durable this mech has become. There's more peel and stick. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna buy 1 more peel and stick. This is great. Oh, wait, we also... Okay. We already have one, so I don't need to buy it quite yet. Because I need to fix the Dervish's lack of ammo and see if the ammo bins... Okay, only one of the Artemis ammo bins exploded. The other one was already used up. That's fine. Unfortunately, that means the Artemis attachment is just for this 120 rounds. So, 4 turns of shooting with Artemis at the expense of 2 tons. It's acceptable. Where is my Ellerim ammo? I mean Deadfire? There is Thunder Quick Cell. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's just worse in every way. Unless just... Yeah, okay, that's why. The Thunder Quick Cell. Less mines get dropped. They're less likely to go off. But if they do go off, they deal 10 damage. instead of 3. Anyway, yeah, I think it is just Deadfire, and we're dropping this peel and stick armor so we can put it on the Bushwhacker. Armor up, armor up, armor up. Oh, I see. So we were not at... We were not at max. Makes sense. Oops, not that one. Okay. That's what it was. We were probably at 125, 150. I probably just bumped this down by 1. But I think I'll actually bump the legs down. If we're fighting at extreme ranges, then legs don't matter as much. Alright, so we have a little bit more versatility now. We're still terrible at indirect fire, but if we're firing indirectly, we're going to be firing the Augmented Thunder. So it's fine. Yeah, that... Okay. 8 days on that. Now we go to the Bushwhacker. Alright, first things first. We know we're dropping the Clan ER Large. It's just too much. And we know we are putting on our friend Peel and Stick. Now we got Peel and Stick armor everywhere. Now it is taking up a bunch of slots. But once we max all of our armor, so we max all of our armor. We are the most armored Bushwhacker ever. And we have 0.41 that we want to drop. So actually, we could leave it there for a second. So my idea here is to drop the 2 medium lasers, the medium laser clan, and the medium laser. So that's 27 heat. And that gives us 5 3/4. I really wish I could make an AP Gauss rifle build for it, but alas, no ammo. So we have 5 3/4. And we also know that in the rare situation where we fired one or the other of these, things got a little spicy. So we definitely want something that has... We want one slot that has something with like 20-something heat, maybe? Ooh, actually... Ah, no, it's way too heavy. Way too heavy. Actually, what about ER medium non-clan? Ah, right. Right. So we currently have slot issues. That's the problem. Let's see. Yeah, this is all like all the PPC stuff's gonna be way too many slots. But we definitely need it to run cooler. So dropping in another heatsink is not an option since we have no slots. I could drop the peel and stick, because like it's only adding 8 armor. I'm gonna have to review the footage and see what my left and right torso max were, because the right torso and the left torso had the same amount of armor, but one of them had peel and stick and one of them didn't. And if it's actually the 10 of being the, you know, spiked armor 1.25 times multiplier, that's amazing. I'm kind of working on the assumption that it is, so that, and it is also repairing every time we get hit over the entire battle. It's repairing 2 armor. So it's basically just damage reduction of flat 2, as long as it survives to repair after. Okay, I'm going to leave the medium laser, I think. And then we can definitely free up 5 tons. So, a standard ER medium, or ER large, I mean, is 30 heat, which is 9 heat less than the Clan ER large. There was one point where we could fire the Clan ER large, but not the Clan ER medium and the medium laser together. Meaning that if we replace the Clan ER large's 39 heat with just 30 heat, which is there, then everything else is the same. So the one situation where we were able to fire the Clan ER large, but not the Clan ER medium and the medium, we have now removed, or we broke the heat from the Clan ER large into the ER large and the medium laser, and are removing the other laser we couldn't fire. So honestly, I'm going to take that off too. The lasers are not to do damage to armor. They are to soften things up from a distance, and then try to get crits after we hit the hatchet. Which is part of the reason why the AP Gauss rifles would be so amazing. Just the ultimate crit fisher, and all we would need is some big beefy thing like the Clan ER large laser with some other stuff, just to heat us up to get the TSM going. But that's a future build. But this is all the slots. The medium Rex laser quicksell was actually 2 tons. Meaning that we could, instead of replacing it with the Clan ER medium, since we have the tonnage, we could actually replace it with another medium X pulse. Or actually we could give ourselves more levers. So the medium X pulse is 35 damage, 18 heat. The Clan medium pulse laser is 3 instances of damage and only 12 heat, doing 42. So that is the answer. Although I will just for, I think that's the build. And then we can just step down the back armor a teeny bit. So, worth noting, the peel and stick armor, unless I'm mistaken, is adding the extra armor to the front and back. So that's 0.1 tons for 8 armor front and back. Now, the arm and leg instead of torso, well no, the arm and leg armor is just, plus 8, but the torso peel and stick is just better. Unless they change that at some point. In any case, 5 days, woo! We'll give that a try. See how that does. Yeah, and that's a lot of stuff that just happened. I will pick up where we left off tomorrow. for now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.